Sophia. General. Birthday, March 15th. Age, 23, during/after the prologue. Type/species, hybrid, humanoid, tiger. Height, 158 centimeters. Sizes, variable, depending on what the situation/Maya calls for. Color scheme, blonde and black. Personality. BC, before Kinnear, shy, introverted, negative, depressed, gone for good. AC, after Kinnear, outgoing, but gets embarrassed easily, friendly, curious, chaos incarnation, teasing, but likes to get teased even more, loves to be the center of attention, but claims to hate it, easygoing, very caring and protective about people she loves, slight anger issues, but only if pushed above a certain point, else she's very indifferent to most things. Magic authority, 100% of Sophia, benchmark, obviously. Family, Lydia and Pete, mother and father, still on Earth, sorry, little sister, still on Earth, Steph, little sister. History. Sophia's life on Earth was a complicated one. Far from enjoyable, as well. She hadn't coped well with being a lesbian and being different, so she ended up secluding herself from others, even to the point of being afraid of just talking with other women. She wasn't even capable of dreaming of having a social circle, friends, or a partner. Things got a lot better when she died, though, don't ever take that out of context. Or rather, as she was about to die when a being called the Overseer of Worlds with the name of Kinnear decided to save her. Not only did he give her the option to continue living in another world, but he also gave her magic and all sorts of boosts. Boosts to her physical and mental abilities. Everything about her was improved. Sophia got stronger beyond the capabilities of regular humans, and her cognitive skills got heightened to levels that enabled her to get over the shortcomings accumulated in her life so far. Not every boost was an improvement, though. As Kinnear was not one to discriminate, everything about Sophia was affected. Positive feelings like being confident, as well as neutral ones like indifference, or negative emotions like anger or even pure hate. Luckily, while it had taken quite a toll on her and caused some bad things, as well as taking a big toll on her, the girl was eventually able to rein in those negative boosts of hers, as they only show their ugly heads nowadays when a situation turns really sour. Sophia much rather focuses on the boosts that improved her. After setting foot into her new world and getting over the fact that Kinnear had turned her a couple of years younger, as well, she excitedly started exploring the place she was in. Sophia quickly met Fen and befriended him. On top of becoming her friend, the male wolf also started teaching her how to use magic. Overpowered as he is, Fen only taught her the most ridiculous ways of using it, destroying her common sense before it could even have formed. He skipped right past chants and activation words, which are used by 99.992% of the world's population, and only showed her how to use chantless magic, which only a select few training their entire lives were supposed to ever learn. He didn't stop there, either. The common belief was that one is only supposed to know one, maximally two elements, like fire or water. Still, he went ahead and taught her every single element, including those magics that aren't categorized in the first place, in a matter of weeks. All this made her a supposedly impossible exception before meeting a single other soul. While continuing her travels, she met some humans and decided that the beast folk was more interesting. They're fluffy, after all. Everything is better when it has fluffy extras. In the first beast folk village they found, Sophia met Maya, who was instantly interested in the blonde because of her exotic and high magic. One thing led to another, and the cat girl managed to become a part of the group, turning it into a trio. In exchange for learning advanced magic, Maya helped Sophia overcome her remaining shortcomings from her time on Earth, like being shy around girls and generally not being used to them. The two girls grew very close over a short amount of time. Initially, Sophia only thought Maya was pitying her, thanks to the lingering negative feelings from her old life. Still, as she became more confident about herself, she more and more noticed her own genuine feelings, as well as May's earnest advances. Once the cat girl flat out confessed to her, Sophia also sorted out her feelings and saw that she had been in love with Maya for quite a while. As well, she returned the confession in kind, and the two became a couple. Not that much changed in the beginning because they had been acting like a couple since forever already. One day, guided by the feeling of wanting to be even closer to Maya and the beast folk, as well as avoiding more misunderstandings, Sophia played around with changing her style and adding tiger ears, stripes, and a tail to herself. Unfortunately, thanks to advanced magic being a little finicky at times and her sloppy usage, she got much more than bargained for. Instead of looking like a tiger girl from the beast folk, she became one. The ears and tail had become permanently attached to her and were impossible to remove because they were hardwired into her brain and caused phantom pain when she tried to remove them. Her hair turned lighter and gained black stripes, and she even got actual animal instincts, like the urge to hunt and be a first-class predator. Her new ears and tail had become incredibly sensitive, as is custom for felines in her new world, and her overall character, likes, and feelings had become even more cat-like than they already were. Once she quickly got over the small detail of having accidentally stopped being human, Sophia was really happy about her change because she loves her new form. Things turned out quite complicated immediately after, though. Sophia couldn't have known back then, and the other two unfortunately forgot, but being a member of the tiger beast folk is something very out of the norm. No matter the origin, every tiger is part of the high nobility and royalty from birth. Thanks to this, things turned out beyond complicated when the group arrived in the capital of the beast folk, where everyone got curious about the new tiger. Sophia managed to somewhat fool them and stop the royal family from asking questions she couldn't answer, and in the progress of spending a lot of time with them, she basically became a member of the royal family herself. Not that the blonde wanted to deal with any of that, and she made it very clear that she was not taking any responsibilities, especially not marrying Anna to create an extra pure tiger bloodline in the future. However, throughout that, Sophia learned that, with the use of magic, it's possible for two girls to have their own child in this world. This revelation she enjoyed very much. All that aside, she stayed in the capital for a long time because she liked the place and people, befriending the king, queen, the two princesses, Anna and Ellie, and the maid Ari. While exploring the areas around the capital, Sophia eventually met Chloe, and the two became friends instantly because of their shared love for magic and exploration. Chloe, being the fluffiest girl she had ever met, definitely helped, as well. Later on, the blonde also learned that Chloe has come from Earth, only that she actually reincarnated instead of being transported over. Some while later, thanks to a small mistake on Kinnear's part, Maya and Sophia were accidentally sent to Earth, where the tiger had a small breakdown thanks to being overwhelmed. Once she recovered and the couple hid their animal parts, Sophia showed her girlfriend the world she used to live in and also went on a massive shopping trip. During that time, they accidentally ran into Steph, her little sister, which caused quite a scene and a tearful reunion after almost a full year apart. Once Steph knew what was going on, she immediately decided to switch worlds to stay with her sister, and the group grew by another member. Back in the new/world, depending on how to look at it, Chloe reunited with her mother, who had been on a mission the past couple of months. As her daughter, especially after she started dating Steph, had no intention of leaving the group around Sophia, Faye had little other choice and also joined the group. Basically at the same time, Mira, the world's overseer of magic, showed up and was revealed to be Chloe's other mother. Because of her position in the world, she believed it would be best to keep out of Chloe's life, which she later accepted as a massive mistake. Dedicated to making up for her mistake and lost time, she, too, joined the group to spend as much time with Chloe as possible. Moved to tears by their reunion, Sophia decided to head back to Earth again to tell her mother about what was happening. Taking Steph with her, the sisters then briefly returned to tell their family everything. Giving them the option to join them in the objectively better world, the sisters gave them some time to think about the offer before returning to their new home. Immediately after, as winter was in full blast by now, Sophia decided that she'd like to hibernate and do absolutely nothing until spring returned. As any good cat would do. Kinnear. General. Birthday, January 1st. Age. Type/species, Kinnear. Height, 175 centimeters. Personality, teasing, playful, lazy, barely knows the definition of personal space, loves to push things too far. Magic authority, infinity, basically, at least. Family, unknown. History. Not much is known about Kinnear's history other than that he wields the title Overseer of Worlds and is known for that in the world Sophia and the others now live. He also oversees Earth, though. There, he also found our protagonist as she was walking around while complaining about her current situation. All while not caring about her surroundings, leading to her soon-to-demise as she walked right in front of a moving bus. Kinnear had taken some interest in the girl and decided to save her. Not wanting Sophia to be feeling as miserable as she did on Earth, he gave her magic and several boosts for her new life to the world he transmigrated her. Unfortunately, Kinnear's also quite lazy and prefers to be entertained rather than doing what's best for everyone. Rather than carefully selecting which parts of the girl to boost and/or improve, he simply added a flat multiplier to everything of Sophia. That would be, in his words, more entertaining, after all. He also admitted watching Sophia and the group on multiple occasions for entertainment purposes, for which the blonde had given him the title of a stalker. Kinnear has been punched by her many times, as well. Partly for the stalking activities and partly for messing up her boosts. Weirdly enough, she didn't seem to enjoy having her negative feelings boosted. Kinnear does have more positive sides, besides having saved Sophia, though. He helped her out many times since then, fixed some mistakes, and even saved her again when she messed up with her magic, almost killing herself and half the continent in the process of it. All in all, his positive accomplishments slightly outweigh his desire to be entertained and various other negatives. Fen. General. Full name, Fenrir. Birthday, June 11th. Age, old. Type/species, high wolf. Height, 250 centimeters, full size, 100 centimeters, regular wolf size. Color scheme, dark shades of gray, white, and brown. Personality, stoic, often grumpy, gets very playful when magic is involved, though. Typical dad power with a hobby he loves. Magic authority, 95% of Sophia, benchmark. Family, aura, partner, unknown. History. Fen never was the biggest fan of humans, which made him befriending Sophia, who still was a human when they met, quite an exception to his rules. In the past, he used to be hunted by humans for some reason or another, but as humans are not the most powerful race in this world, it was more than a nuisance to him. He was angered by them a lot, but it eventually turned into indifference for him, as if it was basically impossible for him to get hurt by them. Thanks to that, he relocated to an area called Monster Country where the humans simply couldn't reach them. This was also the place where he would later meet Sophia. Aura's disappearance back in the past, even though he refuses to admit it, had hit him greatly, causing him to be very sluggish, even more indifferent, and near depressive until Sophia was able to brighten his mood again. She was that interesting, after all. He took up the role of her mentor and teacher and made sure that Sophia would never learn of this wretched thing called common sense. He taught her every advanced magic he knew and was overjoyed to have such a talented pupil. Sophia was so talented at using magic that she soon started coming up with her own creation, which Fen was eager to learn, and their relationship became more of a give-and-take type. Even after Sophia met Maya and the others, they're still as inseparable and have no intentions of parting anytime soon. They often take their time to go out together to play with magic unsupervised by anyone, just like in the old days. For which they often got scolded afterward, especially after that one time when the duo almost destroyed the entire world by accident. Aura's sudden reappearance had taken him in complete shock, as well. It took him some to even wrap his head around the events. Still, once they got to know each other again, it soon was like they had never been separated in the first place. More even, their actual feelings became more prominent with each passing day and week, so that they soon became hard to ignore. Being the coward he is, Aura needed to take the first step, though. Even so, they became a happy couple afterward. Maya. General. Birthday, October 32nd, not a typo. Age, 23, during/after the prologue. Type/species, hybrid, humanoid, cat. Height, 167 centimeters. Sizes, curvy. Color scheme, white. Personality, teasing and playful, but also serious, because she's one of the group's babysitters. Magic authority, 50% of Sophia, benchmark. Family, Theo and Eve, father/mother, unnamed, at the moment, brother. History. Maya used to live in a small remote town where the only thing she ever cared about was magic and getting stronger. Her magical powers might be average within the group, but in absolute terms, she was exceptionally gifted, beyond common sense. Her love for magic and being a bit of a muscle brain with a fondness for challenging everyone only made her stand out from others even more. Speaking of common sense, Maya often claims she's one of the few in the group with it. Still, because she only cared about magic in the past, on top of living in a small place with little outside interaction, it's actually rather limited. She's ignorant of many things that are supposedly known by everyone. She also hadn't been interested in love and relationships for the longest time either. This quickly changed when she met Sophia, though. At first, the catgirl thought she was interested in the blonde's unbelievably overpowered and exotic magic, but it was soon more than clear that she was interested in everything about Sophia. It took a while and caused many misunderstandings along the way, but she eventually learned the secret of Sophia being from another world. It was quite a shock, and it took her a moment to wrap her head around it, but her feelings were strong enough to push past that revelation, and Maya confessed her love to the blonde immediately after. As Sophia's feelings, once she became aware of it, were the same, the two became a couple on that day. Maya loves to let loose and play around, but as the group grew and became more chaotic with each new member, she realized that the world would be doomed if no one could keep them in check. Determined to be that person for the greater good, the catgirl became the babysitter of everyone to make sure they didn't go too out of control. With varying amounts of success. She's also the sassiest girl anyone could ever meet, and she mastered the art of teasing. No one's safe from her, as she doesn't discriminate. Even the king of the country and the highest overseers had already been a victim of her cheekiness. Aura. General. Full name, Aurora. Birthday, August 22nd. Age, good question. Type/species, high wolf. Height, 220 centimeters, full size, 95 centimeters, regular wolf size. Color scheme, white, light gray, and blue. Personality, playful, teasing, friendly, caring. Magic authority, 150% of Sophia, benchmark. Family, Fan, partner, unknown. History. Aura and Fan used to be together all the time in the past, thanks to their shared love for anything related to magic. One day, though, she experimented with teleportation magic, which went horribly wrong. She accidentally ended up on the other side of the world. Not only that, but she also suffered from memory loss resulting from a hard crash afterward. Thanks to that, she forgot all about her old life and Fan. It took her hundreds of years and another accident to remember. Once her memories were back, she immediately returned to the location she disappeared from and searched for Fan. She eventually found him traveling with Sophia and Maya and decided to become part of their little group, too. Reunited again, Aura and Fan were getting along better than ever. It took a little while longer, but the two eventually decided to take the next step and became a couple. It's not like much has changed, though. They had been acting like one for decades already, after all, as mentioned by Faye, who hadn't seen them for many hundreds of years. Anna. General. Birthday, November 16th. Age, 18, during/after the prologue. Type/species, hybrid, humanoid, tiger. Height, 177 centimeters. Sizes, yes. Color scheme, orange and black. Personality, outgoing and friendly, a little tomboyish, kinda stubborn, and very dense. Magic authority, 15% of Sophia, benchmark. Family, Menzor and Kira, father/mother, king and queen of the country, Ellie, little sister, Nathan, older brother. History. Anna is part of the royal family and the first princess of the nation. Due to her upbringing, she has turned out to be pretty spoiled and loves to be a pain for her parents. That doesn't mean Anna's incapable of being the presentable princess she should be. She's actually quite good at it. When she wants to, that is. She's also very friendly and gets along with everyone very quickly, too. How quickly she gets along with others became clear when the princess first met Sophia. The king was very interested in the blonde tiger and tried to scheme to let her marry into the family by using Anna as the proxy. Naturally, Maya absolutely wasn't a fan of that plan, but the princess was absolutely okay with it. Sophia's quite the personality, after all, and Anna liked that. The blonde tiger wasn't in favor either, though, and turned her down. It took a little while, but she was able to accept and even managed to befriend Maya afterward, as well. The rejection also came with other benefits. Ari, her childhood friend, had been in love with the princess for the longest time already, and thanks to the help of Maya, Anna realized that her interest in Sophia was nothing more than a mere crush and that her feelings for Ari were much stronger. It took a long while, because both were incredibly dense, but it all worked out in the end, making Ari and Anna an official couple. All that aside, she's also a big fan of exploring. So, after annoying her parents a lot, she managed to get permission to accompany Sophia and her group during their upcoming travels. Obviously taking Ari with her, as well. Ellie. General. Birthday, May 25th. Age, 3, during/after the prologue. Type/species, hybrid, humanoid, tiger. Height, 99 centimeters. Color scheme, orange and black. Personality, personification of adorableness, slightly rebellious with her parents and sister, though. Magic authority, has yet to manifest. Family, Menzor and Kira, father/mother, king and queen of the country, Anna, older sister, Nathan, older brother. History. Mascot character and best girl. More? Okay. Ellie is Menzor and Kira's youngest daughter, making her the kingdom's second princess. She's usually well-behaved, but can also be a little selfish at times, thanks to her young age. Her being so adorable that no one can say no doesn't help with that, either. Like most kids, she's also started to get a little rebellious, which Anna, and especially her father, must deal with the most. She immediately became attached to Sophia when they met, and the two can be found playing and/or napping together 9 out of 10 times they're near each other. Sophia fell in love with her just as much and has to spoil her at any given opportunity. The little tiger had also awakened many maternal instincts and motherly feelings in Sophia, much to the dismay of Maya. The cat girl has absolutely nothing against kids, but seeing her girlfriend acting like such a textbook mom all the time, constantly makes her imagine a future where Sophia becomes an actual mother, which would mean her becoming one, too. It's something she isn't quite ready for yet, so it caused her great embarrassment on many occasions already. She did bond with Ellie a lot later on, too, though. It only made things worse, because the trio had been mistaken as a family on many occasions. Including when they accidentally ran into the cat girl's parents, which had caused quite some chaos. While it hasn't awakened yet, it seems like Ellie will have high magical authority once it does, as Sophia has already felt her potential, which Mira then later confirmed. As the little tiger idolizes Sophia, things will be guaranteed to be interesting once Ellie can use magic and will be taught how to use it by her. Ari. General. Full name, Ariane, used exactly 3 times. Birthday, November 13th. Age, 18, during/after the prologue. Type/species, hybrid, humanoid, black jaguar. Height, 160 centimeters. Sizes, medium is premium. Color scheme, black and gold. Personality, serious and level-headed, but also easily influenced, especially by tigers. Shy with strangers, but playful with friends. Magic authority, 16% of Sophia, benchmark. Family, Daria and Stella, mothers, unnamed, at the moment, sister. History. Ari's the daughter of two of the head maids in the royal castle and grew up there together with Anna, who had been born in the same week as her. In fact, the king, queen, and Ari's parents had set up this to happen so their children were born together. Taking after her parents, she also wanted to become a maid and was put solely in charge of caring for Anna. After all, Ari was the only one capable of dealing with the rebellious princess. It definitely had nothing to do with the fact that, in later years, the girl's love for Anna became more than obvious to everyone in the capital and how the entire castle was rooting for her. Being in love with the princess also made for a complicated first meeting between her and Sophia. Thanks to Anna's fleeting crush on the blonde tiger and how there even was a brief mention of marriage between them, Ari had not been a fan of hers, to put it lightly. In fact, during their first meeting, she openly stated hating Sophia for it and also breaking Anna's heart afterward because of her reaction. Still, after the misunderstanding of Sophia being at fault, all animosities were immediately gone, resulting in the two becoming best friends. Ari's outward personality had been heavily shaped by her hair and fur color, which made her incredibly insecure. As the only black jaguar around, she had become extremely self-conscious about her looks. She was under the impression everyone around her was secretly making fun of her for being different. Naturally, this only happened in her head because everyone was in awe of her stunning looks, and Ari only completely misunderstood their reactions. It took until Sophia for her to change because she was another unique being, a blonde tiger who loved her own special looks, as well as Ari's amazing color scheme. Getting along with Sophia also made her get swept away by her antics rather often, as she gets influenced easily, which ended up getting them the title of the troublemaker duo. Oftentimes, according to Anna, they get along a little too well and cause all sorts of misunderstandings. While the princess certainly has a point, she also couldn't be further from the truth because Sophia was her biggest ally in making Ari act on her feelings for the princess, which led to them becoming a couple in the end. Ari also allied with Maya to keep the group in check when it came to overdoing things. Lately, it was becoming too much for her, though, and the thoughts of giving up on the task are getting stronger because she isn't getting paid enough to deal with that many individuals who don't have the word restraint in their vocabulary. Staff. General. Full name, Stephanie. Birthday, February 5th. Age, 20, during/after the prologue. Type/species, hybrid, humanoid, dog. Height, 157 centimeters. Sizes, some. Color scheme, violet and white. Personality, playful, friendly, caring, and very active. Can also be rather obsessive and the most stubborn person in existence. Magic authority, 80% of Sophia, benchmark. Family, Lydia and Pete, mother and father, still on Earth, sorry, little sister, still on Earth, Sophia, older sister. History. Not only is Steph Sophia's half-sister for the longest time when they lived back on Earth, but she also was her only friend. Her older sister was suffering from many social anxieties, among other things, which made it near impossible for her to form bonds, but Steph didn't care about that and brute forced her way into her life. Something for which Sophia was indescribably happy and thankful later on. Steph didn't do that just because she wanted to help her sister because she likes caring for others, but mainly because she really loves her, in a sisterly way. Maybe a bit too much, though, because things took a turn once Sophia disappeared when she, unknowingly to everyone, got transported to a different world. Steph was unable to accept her sister's disappearance and became so obsessed with finding her that she lost her social circle, dropped out of college, and negatively affected her relationship with her parents. The only thing that mattered to her was finding Sophia. Once she did, after Sophia accidentally ended up on Earth again, she immediately returned to her usual cheerful self. Learning what her sister had experienced in the year she was gone, living in another world, she instantly decided to give up on Earth and follow her to the new world. Not only because she'd never let go of Sophia again, but also because exploring and traveling are her favorite activities. After she also had been gifted magic in the new world, she instantly changed herself to a dog girl with violet and white hair/fur because she wanted to blend in with the others. And to be fluffy, of course. There, she also met Chloe and got along with her well from the very beginning. In fact, they got along so well that the two started dating not even a week after meeting. Just like the pink fox, Steph also prefers colder temperatures and climate, which makes the clash with the feline faction of the group many times. Chloe. General. Birthday, March 10th. Age, 20, during/after the prologue. Type/species, hybrid, humanoid, Arctic fox. Height, 155 centimeters. Sizes, short but big. Color scheme, pink and white. Personality, outgoing and sweet. Magic authority, 80% of Sophia, benchmark. Family, Mira and Faye, parents/mothers. History. Reincarnated as the daughter of Faye and Mira 20 years ago. Lived in the same world as Sophia and Steph before and died when she was 14, after having been sick and weak for a while. She used to be human but reincarnated as a humanoid hybrid with long fox ears and a very fluffy tail. The animal bits are borrowed from an Arctic fox, which also makes her very weak to warmer temperatures. She prefers colder places because of that. This fact made getting along with Sophia and the other cats a little harder and caused a lot of bickering already. Loves adventures and traveled the continent together with Faye as soon as she could walk to make up for her previous life, where she hadn't been able to go out much at all. Just as much as she likes to explore, she's also been fascinated by magic and its possibilities ever since Faye started teaching her when she was little. Chloe didn't know that Faye was her biological mother for the longest time, and it was only revealed when it came to light that Mira, the overseer of magic, was her other mother. When it came out, Chloe was quite upset because of it. Not because she didn't like being the daughter of Mira, but because of their decision that it was the best to keep this fact a secret. Something she very much disagreed with. No matter how complicated it would have become to be out in public as the daughter of the overseer, Chloe was sure that being denied of her other mother was far worse. She met Sophia and the others by chance and immediately befriended all of them, thanks to her friendliness and similar tastes to Sophia. She's also the reason why the blonde started using the nickname Fenny for the male wolf. When she was little, the pink fox had issues with pronouncing the name Fayones and began to call her mother Fei. Upon meeting Fen, she immediately started calling him Fin as his name's very similar. Sophia liked that a whole lot and decided to start using her own version. Fenny was not a fan of this nickname, but he soon gave up because once Sophia decided on something, it was over. Later, when the blonde went back to her old world and returned with her little sister, Steph, the fox girl quickly fell in love with her. As this was mutual, she and Steph started dating in record time. Mira. General. Birthday, January 1st. Age, yes. Type/species, nine-tailed fox, multiple forms. Height, 168 centimeters. Sizes, curvy. Color scheme, teal and white. Personality, playful, friendly, likes to tease. Magic authority, she is magic authority. Family, Faye, partner, Chloe, daughter. History. Mira is the overseer of magic and, as the name suggests, watches over magic in the world they live in. That being said, her title is slightly misleading, as she does much more than just oversee it. The teal fox also actively manages it. Making sure everything is working as intended, doesn't go out of control, and behaves/works like the system she created/manages should. Thanks to her position and importance, Mira's well known in the world, has many shrines dedicated to her, and is generally treated as a goddess by most. The latter is something she doesn't enjoy overly much, though. Just like every other overseer, she doesn't like to be called a goddess for reasons that haven't been disclosed yet. She also helped out Steph when she changed worlds to be with her older sister by gifting her a portion of magic to play with. There were many reasons for this, but one of the main ones was a sneaky plan to boost Chloe's powers as well. She noticed how well the two got along instantly after meeting, using the chance to give her daughter a little gift. After all, it was easy to see that it would be a matter of course for Steph to share some of her magic with her girlfriend so that both would be equal. It had been a secret that Chloe was her daughter for the longest time, and only came to light after Faye made a slight mistake and blurted it out. She and Mira thought it would be best for Chloe to grow up without the knowledge, because being the daughter of an overseer, who's treated as a goddess, would be quite a burden for a little kid. Because of that, while she did spend every moment possible with her when she was a baby, the many-tailed mother distanced herself from her daughter once she was growing a consciousness. Naturally, this was a massive mistake, and after receiving a long and thorough scolding from Chloe, Mira decided to stay with her daughter, promising to try and make up for the lost time. Mira is also very interested in the continuous growth of Sophia. After Kinnear boosted her and gave the blonde a portion of his magic, she was constantly playing with it and created many curious new magics, which greatly pleased the overseer of magic. On top of that, as Kinnear is the overseer, Sophia's gifted magic has many of those special properties, too. Things like stopping time, going above the limit, or creating one's own domain, all things considered to be exclusive to real overseers, had also become possible for the tiger. The teal fox enjoys watching her magical exploits a lot and is looking forward to her future growth. Faye. General. Full name, Phaonis. Birthday, September 21st. Age, you shouldn't ask a lady about her age. Type/species, high fox. Height, 200 centimeters, full size, 90 centimeters, regular fox size. Sizes, humanoid/hybrid form yet to be seen. Color scheme, red and white. Personality, serious, strong sense of justice, stubborn. Magic authority, 90% of Sophia, benchmark. Family, Mira, partner, Chloe, daughter. History. Faye, Aura, and Fen go way back and used to travel together for a while until Faye decided to do her own thing. While she was on her own, she met Mira, and the two got along very well. So well that more than becoming just a couple, the two decided to have a child, Chloe, together. They already knew, thanks to Mira being an overseer, that Chloe would be a reincarnator from Earth. Because of that, Faye being a full animal was a bit of an issue, as they wouldn't want a former human to become a full, too. To make sure this wouldn't happen, Mira taught her how to turn herself into a hybrid, humanoid animal, using magic to even the odds of Chloe being too much animal for the consciousness of a former human to handle. A while after Chloe was born, her parents decided to make the mistake of thinking it would be best to keep her being the daughter of an overseer a secret. As a result of that, Faye took Chloe, and the two explored the world together as the now pink fox used to be very sick on Earth and was unable to go outside most of the time. She wanted to make up for the lost opportunities and decided to explore everything at a young age already. One time, the duo met a few regular humans, which didn't end overly well. Long story short, Faye went on a quick trip to the human capital, dethroned the current royal family, drove out all nobles and people disliking the beast folk, set up a new ruling party that had no bias against them, and recruited a few members of the beast folk to observe her new order. Reuniting with her daughter again, she also met her many new friends, Sophia, and the group. Shocked to learn that Chloe even met Mira during her absence, she accidentally blurted out that Mira was her mother, and things got a little chaotic. After the teal overseer also joined the group, the two decided to watch over Chloe together again after a long time. There, she also found out that Chloe and Steph started daring. Being the overprotective mother she is, she didn't enjoy this revelation very much and started to constantly test Steph to see if she was worthy of her daughter. She's also the least crazy member of the group, trying to make sure they don't do anything stupid. That being said, she shows absolutely no mercy for injustice and even tops Sophia regarding revenge tasks.